Good evening. I'd like to call the Daviess County Fiscal Court December 7th, 2017 meeting to order. Commissioner Koger, would you lead us in a prayer and the pledge?
Yes. Bow your heads, please. Our Heavenly Father, please watch over our community, the homeless, and those in the hospital for a speedy recovery. Protect us from all harm. We humbly thank you for all the gifts we receive from you. We ask that you watch over all those who protect us, especially those men and women who serve in the armed forces, law enforcement, fire departments, and all emergency services. We ask for your wisdom, understanding, and courage to make the right decisions for all of our citizens. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Commissioner, and once again I want to welcome everyone to our December 7th, 2017 fiscal court meeting. I appreciate everyone accommodating the change in time. At 5 p.m. there will be a Pearl Harbor remembrance at the VFW, and this commission usually tries to make that. So, Jenny, are you ready?
Item 1, presentation, consideration for presentation. A, OwensboroTickets.com update by Owensboro Convention Center Executive Director Blake Henry.
Okay, Mr. Henry, you can take front and center stage, commissioners and audience. As you might remember, I think it was in 2015, I believe 2015, Daviess County Fiscal Court, as our first silo busting project, made roughly $40,000 available for this really, I think, a very exciting project that benefits everyone in this community, as well as it potentially has the benefit for those people in our surrounding counties. So we ask that Mr. Henry come and give us a little report on how things are going. So the floor is yours. Do you have a presentation up on the screen?
I do.
Commissioners, do you want to move out, or do you think you can sit here and just watch it? Okay.
All right.
It's all yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge and Commissioners, for the opportunity to give you an update regarding OwensboroTickets.com. And thank you for your continued support regarding this ticketing platform. The community recognized a need for a ticketing platform, and OwensboroTickets.com was born as a result. And in the process, this ticketing system has brought our places of gathering closer together, has busted silos, and has increased event communication in the process within our community. OwensboroTickets.com has been operational since August of 2015, and I'm happy to report it's seen significant and tremendous growth ever since. Before I begin here, I'd like to introduce some of the team members I have with me tonight. There's one person I don't, which happens to be our box office manager. We have a show that's going down at the convention center right now, so he's pretty busy with that. Our box office manager's name is Caleb Farkas. He's been with us for a while. He offices out of the convention center, and he's responsible for the day-to-day activities within our box office department, putting shows on sale and building them for clients, as well as seeking out new business within the community and surrounding region. I also have Laura Alexander, our Director of Sales and Marketing and AGM, and Jamie Sheffer, our Director of Finance. A great team. I'm very lucky to be working with them. Some featured partners. OwensboroTickets.com surfaces all of the convention center events, sports center events, and of course all the River Park Center events, including their Broadway series and a variety of other nonprofit events. So I'm going to touch upon a few today. One event we've experienced on our ticketing system has been the Elma Randolph Charitable Foundation, an event with Daryl Strawberry, and another one with Danny Glover last year, and both of those two events have been extremely successful. United Championship Wrestling, this is over at the Sports Center. We've had a couple events with those guys, and they always draw a great crowd, and good for good to drive traffic to our community. CASA of Ohio Valley, we've held a couple fundraisers. In fact, for the past 3 consecutive years, we've held their fundraiser at the convention center, that non-for-profit, and the For the Child conference, and that was in April of 2016. Dinger Fest and the River City Power Sports Show. Both of those two events were held over at the Convention Center and always draw a great crowd. Some other ones, Kentucky Sportsman Show. We've done this one for the past 3 years. Kentucky Wesleyan College men's and women's basketball, now in its second season at the Sports Center. We've done events with the Owensboro Museum of Fine Art, Owensboro Museum of Science and History, and of course the Owensboro Air Show, which attracts thousands to our downtown area and is very great for our economy and is a good look for all of us. So by the numbers here, from August 2015, since we launched this ticketing system, to just last month, November 2017, we've held over 225 events that's been featured on OwensboroTickets.com. Nearly 180,000 tickets have been sold on the system thus far. It's including 82,000 tickets sold at the River Park Center box office and over 105,000 sold at the Convention Center box office. The total gross box office ticket revenue has been over $3.6 million. And an interesting note here, purchases have been made from over 43 states and 4 countries, USA, Canada, Germany, and England. Continued growth. Our goal is to create an awareness for local events within our community and improve the quality of life for our residents through diverse and multiple entertainment options. And this OwensboroTickets.com help makes that happen. You know, we're all about enhancing the customer experience, so we have a fully responsive, mobile-friendly website. We provide exclusive pre-sale opportunities for events. We've had Gary Allen recently, which is a nationally touring artist over the Sports Center, as well as Josh Turner. These guys demand a huge fan club, so it's essential that we have these opportunities on our ticketing platform. And of course, sending out informational pre-event emails to our attendees. This could be anything from security to food and drink upsells. So it's a great tool to get the message out. The new North American Premier basketball team, I announced these guys over the summer at the Sports Center, the Kentucky Thoroughbreds, will have their inaugural season tickets available on OwensboroTickets.com coming soon. Their ticket launch is planned for the week of December 18th, and their first home game is scheduled to be on January 12th, 2018. Hope to see you all there at the Sports Center. Ticket sales for nonprofit banquets and events have been positive. You know, this is a platform where a lot of nonprofits didn't have the opportunity or the capability of collecting credit cards. So with this, this makes their lives a lot easier in the process and captures some business and some of that unearned revenue. So we continue to present a broad and diverse calendar of events, and that will cater to everybody within the community. Anything from concerts to nonprofit events, OwensboroTicket.com has it all. So it's been working really well. If you could track the history behind since the launch, it's been moving in the right direction. I'm very pleased with it. I think all the venues in Owensboro are pleased with it. And some of the things that we look forward to and we were working on right now is pick your own seat. So for our annual events that we know are coming every year, we'll have a sort of visual kind of thing that'll help folks identify seats much easier, and also for group sales. So if folks want to buy 10 or more tickets, we'll make that whole process easier through custom links and promos. So exciting stuff coming up for this ticketing platform. We're pleased with it. I hope you are. That's the end of my presentation today, and I thank you for your continued support. Thank you. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Blake, for the presentation, and the rest of you guys for being here. One of the questions that I had as I sat there and listened to you, let's say that I had a particular interest in a certain venue. Could I, as you guys take the personal, when you come on, you're going to get a lot of information, and as you mine that data, can I tell you that I'm particularly interested in, say, in bluegrass music, and then you would market directly to me whenever you had a bluegrass show or something similar to that would come up?
So everybody that purchases a ticket on the system, we track their emails and their spending habits. And it's great for tourism as well. We can sort of figure out who's coming from where,
Right.
so we can gauge their spending as well within our community. Absolutely, we'll target that.
And lots of organizations do that already and have done that, and now finally, Owensboro, Daviess County, we're on the map, and we can take advantage of that type of marketing. The other thing that I wanted to say was the not-for-profits. That was a prime interest to us when we started, that it give them a venue to get their messages out, get their fundraisers out, and I think it's done a good job. I think there was a blip or two when it first started, but I think everything's worked out.
Yeah.
And the folks that I've talked to are pretty pleased. I know Roxy at the River Park Center is extremely pleased with the way things have gone. So,
Great.
Commissioners, any questions?
I do. I have.
Yes, sir.
On the nonprofits, is there a charge to the nonprofit to use the ticket service if they're having
The advertising up to 25% is free for a nonprofit. In fact, we're kicking off a new campaign starting in January that we'll spotlight one nonprofit every month and probably push the envelope there more than 25% as far as the advertising. But yeah, there will be a ticket charge for every ticket sold on the system. That money goes back to our hosting fee and to keep this thing alive and kicking.
So y'all make a fee for each ticket sold, no matter if it's sold to one of your own events or if it's a nonprofit or whatever.
Right.
And that's what pays for the operation of the ticket system?
Yeah, the annual hosting fee. Yep.
Okay.
Just a question, are you paying that fee, are you breaking even, or are you making a little money?
This system is paying for itself.
Okay.
It's working great.
That was the concern, I think. Also, I think the court invested $40,000 or so, and the river or the convention center, your operating company, Spectrum, put up some money as well, and I think there was some investment from maybe Roxy or a couple of others. I don't recall. It was small, but the concern was that enough money be generated to make this an ongoing thing without
Sure.
being a deficit to anybody.
Also, I was wondering, at one time there was discussion for the nonprofits that when people bought a ticket, there would also be an option where they could go ahead and make a donation. Is that part of the ticket system, or
Let me just
is
confer
that?
with staff here, you guys?
You know, if I want to buy a ticket and go ahead and make my donation.
Yeah, we've done that in the
You
past
need
for
to,
sure.
she needs to be at the
Yeah,
mic,
Laura,
Jason.
you come up front. We want to hear your lovely voice, and there you go.
So yes, there would be an opportunity to do that. I know we did it for the American Red Cross when we did the hurricane relief.
Okay.
You guys had put on, and people could make a donation instead of buying a ticket if they wanted.
Okay.
Let's still have another. The sports centers. So now, for example, Catholic High has their basketball games, you can buy your tickets online for that event?
Yes, as well as KWC, correct?
Mhm.
It's not on the system. I retract that statement. They're not on the system.
What about the when they still have the district tournament and
Yes.
then the regional tournament here can they buy tickets there?
Yes, all the third region basketball tourney was on and is on our ticketing system.
Good, because that's important. Like for the teams that are
Right.
far away, they can go and buy their tickets.
Yeah.
And then one last question is: the Bluegrass Museum, will they utilize your system as well?
I am talking to them right now, presently, about the usage of this ticketing system for the museum. It makes sense; they should, and as well as the entire Romp Festival. I think that should go on there as well. So we're talking to the Bluegrass Museum about that.
I think in the past they have not, but going forward, I'm hopeful that they would. I think it would really enhance their capability.
Yeah, but especially if they have events.
At the new Bluegrass Music Center.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're calling for multiple concerts over there, so
Right.
it makes sense to be on our system. And you also capture all the existing database that I have
Right.
existing already. So it's a great tie-in.
Sure. Commissioner.
Just want to, I know before when we were talking about helping fund this. There was talk of maybe $1 add-on per ticket or something. And how is it determined how much people add on as a service fee or whatever?
Well, a lot of it comes to the client as well. We have a lot of clients that come to us that don't have the capability of spreading the word, so they'll figure out, yeah, you could add a tack on a fee there, a facility fee that would go direct to either that nonprofit operation or to fundraising or something else, or just to pay for the staff that are working that event. There's different ways to do it. We've done in the past that you could add a ticket up to what, $5 or $6, whatever you would like. To tell you the truth, there's no cap on it, so it completely.
And so that's determined by whoever's selling the tickets.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Any other questions or comments, Commissioner? Any question or comment by the audience? Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
Look forward to seeing you in another couple of years, and you're going to tell us that you've outgrown your capacity and need more help.
There you go.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting.
All right, bye now.
Next item,
B, Treasurer's Report for October 2017.
Mr. Hendricks.
Cash balance at October 31st was $27,802,916. The general fund was $10,827,976. There's been nothing significant that wasn't anticipated, so I have no further comment.
Any question or comments of the Treasurer, Commissioners? Next item.
2, consideration for approval, A, minutes of the November 16, 2017 court meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion second. Commissioners, you've all had a copy of the minutes in your possession for some time. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item B, all claims for all departments.
Motion approved.
Second.
Again, I have a motion and second. Commissioners, you've had a copy of all the bills due and payable by Daviess County Fiscal Court in your possession for a while. Any question of the Treasurer? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
C, contract with Patrick Environmental for landfill air quality reporting.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second. David, just briefly, tell us what we're doing.
Yes, this contract with Patrick Environmental, they will do these 2 semi-annual reports and 1 annual report for our Title V Clean Air Act data regarding our methane control system. It is the same cost that they have done in the past.
Any question or comment?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is it, the way I understand, it's $45 annual charge for all the reports, or is it, $4,500
Yes.
for the,
Yes, for all 3 reports.
all the report, okay.
Any other question or comment? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
E, advertise bid 42, 2017 hydraulic rescue tool system apparatus.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second. The Commissioners, again, this is just permission to advertise. We have Chief Mathers here. Chief, you want to tell us what this apparatus is going to be used for? I like the way that you added it on the end there, Jenny.
Actually, this, Judge, this is extrication equipment for our engine. The equipment we have now was bought in the 90s, and the new vehicles now have contained metals that our jaws are not able to cut, and these are showing some signs of disrepair, but it's mainly that there is so many metals on these new vehicles that we just can't get into.
Chief, you use these every day in your business, right?
Way too often,
Yeah.
way too
And
often.
we do have it in our budget. You had
Yes,
it in your
sir.
budget.
Yes, sir.
So, any question or comment? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
F, award the following: bid 38, 2017 fuel monitoring system. 1, 2018 engine oils and lubricants. 2, 2018 Bituminous hot mix and pavement milling. 3, 2018 mowing of county right-of-ways.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and second. Commissioners, if it's okay with you, we'll do this as we have in the past. I'll have the purchasing agent, Mr. Johnson, go through each one, explain it. At the end of each one, we'll pause. If you have any question or comment, we'll do that. then we can vote on all of them at one time. Or if you want to separate one out and vote on it individually, that would be okay as well. Mr. Johnson.
Certainly, Judge. Starting with bid number 38, 2017, the fiscal court's list of bids for a fuel monitoring system that will monitor and report data for the gas and diesel pumps located at the Daviess County Operations Center in West Daviess County Landfill. The fiscal court received 5 bids. The bid of Allied Ott Petroleum Equipment of Noblesville, Indiana is the lowest and best evaluated bid, having no exceptions to our bid specifications. We recommend award to Allied Ott for the base bid with the second option of data reporting for a total bid price of $29,586.50. It should be noted this will monitor roughly $60,000 a year in gasoline and over $100,000 a year in diesel. I recommend approval.
The only question I have when we talk about option 1, were we going to use option 1? Was that in there?
No, we would be using option 2.
I was wondering, did proximity mean you'd just be near the pump and it would but we're not going with that option?
That's correct.
Commissioners, any question or comment?
I just wanted to see, wouldn't it be fair to say that this could also be classified as an apparatus?
That'd be fair.
We're getting toward the end of the year, you can tell. Any other relevant questions?
It's Jenny's fault.
Which Jenny, with an I or a Y?
Right there.
Okay, that one. All right. Next item.
Bid 1, 2018 for engine oils and lubricants. The fiscal court's list of bid rates for delivery of engine oils and lubricants to county facilities. Based on last year's activity, Bustler Enterprises is the lowest and best evaluated bid. We saw a 3% increase in the bulk per gallon rate, an 8% increase in the 15W40 single quart rate, an 8% increase in the hydraulic 46 rate, and a 9% increase in the Unitrack rate. This is uniform with prior years. These items are the major cost drivers of this particular bid. We recommend award to Bustler Enterprises for the schedule of rates attached.
Jordan, do you have a matrix that has the number of gallons of various product that we use, and then you enter all the various costs in and come up with a lump sum?
Yes, sir.
Is that how we do that?
We have a model that is updated annually.
Right. I noticed there's 4 bidders, and they all have one part is low, another part would be high. We certainly wouldn't cherry pick those individual prices, or we wouldn't get any bids at all. So in your matrix, it takes into account the total fuel usage, or the total usage of engine oils and lubricants, plugs in all those prices, and it'll generate the low cost.
Yes, sir.
Low bidder. Okay. Question or comment? Next item.
Bid 2, 2018, the fiscal court's list of bid rates for bituminous hot mix and pavement milling. Jaeger Materials is the only bid submitted. We saw a 2 to 5% increase on all rates except for bituminous milling, both delivered and picked up, which dropped by approximately 18%. We recommend award to Jaeger for the schedule of rates.
Jordan, or Mark, on the milling, why would that have gone down?
We've once we purchased the Bobcat, we've done a significant amount of milling ourselves.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they're compensating to
They're
attract it.
They're trying to get it all back by reducing the cost.
Maybe so.
Okay.
It's
All
good
right.
to see, though.
That's called free enterprise, right?
Competition.
Competition. That's exactly right. Any other commissioners? Any question or comment? Next item.
Bid 3, 2018, the fiscal court solicited bids for mowing services of county right-of-ways. The county is divided into 7 sections lettered A through G. The fiscal court received 3 bids. The bid of B.J. Ward is the only bid submitted for sections A, B, D, and G. The bid of B.J. Ward for section C and F, and the bid of Ronnie Mayfield for section E are the lowest and best evaluated bids for these sections, having no exceptions to our bid specifications. We recommend award to B.J. Ward for sections A, B, C, D, F, and G, and to award Ronnie Mayfield section E for the respective bid rates above, for a total of $28,150 per mowing, an estimated total of $84,450 annually, mowing 3 times.
Okay. Any question or comment, commissioners? Any question or comment on either or any of these bids from the public? There being none, if it's okay, commissioners, we'll vote on all four at one time. All those in favor of accepting the bids recommended by staff signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
G, surety bond release for the Downs Preakness Place Unit 2, and this is a partial release.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Mark?
Yes, sir. The developer has installed a significant amount of sidewalk. They've requested a release of that bond for that sidewalk. We have inspected it, and I do recommend approval.
Commissioners, any question or comment? Is the remaining part of the bond for sidewalk?
No, it is not. This is in the Fairview Road extension, so the vast majority of this is for completing the
Whatever that little cut, yeah, okay.
from Calumet Trace North.
Yeah, okay. Any other question or comment? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Judge, I inadvertently skipped D. If we could go back and look at D. Purchase.
D is advertised bid for hydraulic rescue tool system on our.
It's
You
purchase
messed up,
I
Jenny.
did.
All right, what
Purchase
did?
a 97.12 acre tract of land from
I wondered where that was.
Brushy Fork Baptist Church.
Okay. Wasn't on mine either, so that's okay. It was supposed to have been there, but that's okay.
I move to approve.
Motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. David?
Yes, after about nearly 3 years of discussions regarding this piece of property, we finally have been able to get to the point to purchase 97.7 acres of land from Brushy Fork Baptist Church. It's land just south of our landfill. It is in the same watershed as the rest of our landfill, so it is we can do just a minor permit modification in order to extend land farming into that area.
Okay.
And this place of all of them could use it. It's
Yes.
it's never had any. It looks like moonscape out there.
It's what would be called the worst result of strip mining.
Maybe not the worst, but
Well, at least.
'Cause it
stripper-
did
at
get
least stripper
reclaimed
pits,
some.
You have lakes and you can fish in those. This, I don't know what you can do except grow thistle and briars and all that other stuff. This is part, there is it New Macedonia?
they own the other half.
They own the other half that we are interested in. We've been trying to purchase, have not been able to come to any accommodation there. Don't know where it will go. We would continue to be interested in, as I told Jacob the other day, they're not making any new land that I know of, and particularly land that is adjacent to a landfill. And the more buffer and barrier that we can put between the landfill and our neighbors, the better it is. And it gives us an opportunity to be environmentally friendly by land farming and restoring this land to some good use. So any question or comment?
Just one other thing that I like about purchasing this land is it just extends the life of the landfill way out into the future. We've bought 3 or 4 pieces of property and be many generations from now before they ever have to worry about running out of landfill space.
Well, and Commissioner, a lot of people in this community in Daviess County, Owensboro, Whitesville, and the surrounding communities of Henderson and other areas don't realize that this landfill that's being run by Daviess County helps keep their rates for disposal extremely low compared to what they would have to pay to other commercial landfills. So we're not in it to make a profit, we're in it to break even, to provide a service to our citizens. And kudos to Robbie Hawker and his staff, and to Mr. Smith for his supervision, and Commissioner, your liaison work with that. Any other question or comment? Question or comment by the public? There being none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
H, advertise for a mechanic in the Department of Public Works.
Motion approved.
Second.
I have a motion second. Commissioners, as you know, mechanics, diesel mechanics in particular, mechanics who can work on trucks and Other vehicles are hard to come by anymore. In an anticipation of a retirement, we're going to go ahead and advertise. I was going to let Jenny with a Y talk about this, but I didn't want her to have to come over and climb up on a stool to speak into the microphone. So this is just permission to advertise. Any question or comment? Well, and we would not, this is not in addition to our mechanic pool. This will be a replacement, correct? Okay. No other question or comment? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
3, consideration for discussion, A, other business. I am not aware of any.
One more meeting, Jenny, and it'll be a whole year. Next item.
Public comments.
This is a time during the meeting in which we invite the public to come forward, identify themselves at the podium, and you're welcome to speak on anything other than what was on the agenda tonight, and we have no public comment.
C, comments by Daviess Fiscal Court.
Commissioners, I'm going to start it off. If you would consider, our next meeting is the 21st of December, and I was informed today that I'm not going to be available on that day, and I wondered if we could move that meeting to another date. Looking at my calendar, I wouldn't want to do it on Tuesday because the county attorney has family court, and oftentimes he's there till midnight or beyond. So it would be pretty tough. I would suggest then either no one wants to meet on a Friday, I don't think. Particularly that Friday we're closed anyway, aren't we? I'm sorry? 10 o'clock? Yeah, thank you, County Treasurer. I would expect something like that out of Jordan or Mark, but not out of you. So I've got this December the 18th, which is a Monday. I don't know on your calendars if you have anything, but that's the one day in the next 2 weeks that I have nothing on my calendar. So we could have the meeting on Monday, the 18th. We could do a meeting during the day if that's what you wanted. I would prefer to keep it at 5 p.m. so that any citizens that were wanting to come to the meeting would be able to.
Or at noon, so they could do it on their lunch hour.
We could do a noon meeting. I was just checking. Tuesday, yeah.
Can't do Tuesday, you said.
No, Tuesday, Wednesday would be really the only thing I think I've got on Wednesday is I've got Becky Martin and Paula Hayden are coming in wanting to weasel some money out of the court, but fat chance. You want to do Monday?
Monday works, the 18th.
Would you want to do it at noon then, and just maybe bring in Jenny? We could bring in some lunch or something. And how's that? Is Monday okay? Then let's reschedule our next meeting for Monday, the 18th at noon, and we'll provide lunch. Jacob, you come hungry and we'll buy you lunch too. Okay? All right. Really, I don't have a whole lot to add. Anybody that's watching out there, hustle over to VFW and help us remember Pearl Harbor. We are, last year, Commissioner Castlin, I think we had 2 or 3 World War II veterans there. They're really dropping, particularly those folks who were at Pearl Harbor on December 7th. You don't find a lot of them. So, Commissioner, Castlin, do you have anything?
I do not.
Commissioner Wathen?
No, I do not.
Commissioner Koger?
Christmas parade at Whitesville Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday. I've been asked to be, I guess, one of the judges or the only judge, I'm not sure which, in the grading of the floats. So
they didn't weasel you into doing that.
They did.
You
Yeah,
can't make them all. You can't make them happy.
I don't know if I gave them good scores or what, but I know it's supposed to be very chilly. So maybe.
And what time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Well,
maybe we'll grade them pretty quickly.
I'll be there with you, but I'm gonna tell everybody you're the one that picked the winner.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Anything else? If there's no other business to be brought before Daviess County Fiscal Court without exception, we're adjourned.